I'm here outside the Ranch House Chapel, where Catholic and Lutheran services are held weekly, providing Marines and their families an opportunity for worship. Now, Corporal Ryan Trevino takes us to a special ceremony for a fallen Marine.
Marines from 3rd Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment gathered on Camp Pendleton April 13th to honor one of their fallen heroes and his family. Commanding General of 1st Marine Division, Major General John Paxton, presented the family of Lance Corporal Christopher Adelsberger with the Navy Cross, the nation's second highest award for combat valor. Adelsberger earned the award posthumously for his heroic serving in Fallujah, Iraq on November 10, 2004. Emotions ran high as Major General Paxton offered some words of remembrance and praise for Adelsberger to the crowd of his family and friends. His mother, Annette Griego, swelled with pride when she heard all the positive comments made about her son and the details of his heroics on that day.
We're very proud of him, and it means a lot to our family that he gets this recognition.
The Marines who served alongside Adelsberger in Fallujah were also on hand to speak about his character and his contributions to the Marine Corps.
He believed in the system, he believed in the Marine Corps, he was very patriotic, he was a true American.
According to the official account, Adelsberger single-handedly cleared insurgents from an enemy position while simultaneously extracting wounded Marines and a corpsman to safety. Adelsberger was meritoriously promoted to Lance Corporal after the battle on November 10th, but later fell to enemy fire on December 9th, 2004. Although the boots of Lance Corporal Adelsberger are now empty, his memory will live on in both Marine Corps history books and in the hearts of his family and friends.
It's tough. I mean, I still cry a lot. I mean, you never get over it, you never forget, and these type of things are reminders, and they're very hard to get through, but it's too hard.
Reporting from Camp Pendleton, California, I'm Corporal Ryan Trevino.
Our hearts and prayers are with his family and friends. The deployment cycle continues, and so does the training. If you're deploying soon, consider this. Deploying Marines can no longer wear commercially purchased personal protective equipment, or PPE. According to MAR Admin 262/07, Marines and sailors deploying will be issued Marine Corps approved PPE and cannot wear commercial PPE in place of government tested and approved equipment. Lance Corporal Nick Lindeman went to 29 Palms with the Camp Pendleton Infantry Battalion preparing for another deployment to Iraq.
Rising temperatures and barren landscapes set the backdrop here at Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center 29 Palms for a week-long pre-deployment training exercise. The warriors of 3rd Battalion 5th Marines are focusing on a wide spectrum of training during their Palm Specs exercise, covering several different ranges over the course of 8 days. The Marines covered everything from fire team maneuvers to company-level movements. Fire teams assaulted through the military operations and urban terrain training range known as Mouttown. The range consists of room clearing, personnel searches, and patrolling through the streets with an M1A1 tank. Marines in the trenches navigated through the rocky terrain of Range 410 Alpha, assaulting through concertina wire towards their objective with rockets and rounds sailing overhead. The Dark Horse Marines moved on to a bigger range as the temperature peaked for the day. They pitted their physical fitness against the heat as they assaulted through a vast canyon to clear out the enemy position. After 2 hours of intense action, the Marines seized all 3 bunkers, completing their objectives. Whether patrolling through the streets or clearing bunkers, these Dark Horse Marines show they are preparing for anything. From Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center, 29 Palms in California, I'm Lance Corporal Nick Lindeman.
This will be the 4th deployment for 3-5. Now, let's go inside the Armory compound with Lance Corporal Nick Lindeman.
All Marines receive basic infantry training at Camp Pendleton or Camp Lejeune, North Carolina before joining a unit. Private First Class Stephanie Ingersoll joined a group of Marine combat training students as they used paint to simulate combat.
Marine combat training instructors agree that there is no better way to train a Marine to fight than to throw him into one. This philosophy was further cemented into Marine combat training when SESMS, or Special Effects Small Arms Marking System, was introduced in July 2006. The MCT Marines are fitted with protective face masks before they charge the SESMS range with a M16 rifle modified to fire 9mm paintball rounds. Grouped into fire teams, the students push through the course until they make contact with Marines acting as aggressors. Instructors guide their Marines as they perform buddy rushes, provide covering fire for their teammates, and actively communicate while rounds fly overhead and impact nearby obstacles.
Having them push forward, they've never done that before. They never assaulted to an objective. They never have moved forward as a team before. And it not only builds team leadership and team unity, but it gives, you know, a better understanding of the guy to your left and to your right actually covering you while you're moving.
The exercise is demanding and intense. The Marines love it.
You're expecting those rounds to hurt a little more, and so getting up and doing that first rush is kind of a challenge. Then you tell yourself to stop being a pansy and you just get up and do it, and then you have a lot of fun.
Although the new Marines find the training enjoyable, instructors emphasize the critical concepts Marines experience.
Now, it only stings versus obviously a live round, but it's still a little bit of pain-induced memory that makes them think, keep my elbow in, keep my knees tight, get my head down, that kind of thing. So it makes them think when they're coming off the range, well, that was a paintball round, but what if it was a live round?
I'm Private First Class Stephanie Ingersoll reporting from Camp Pendleton, California.
And now, here's Lance Corporal Aaron McKnight at the Corporal's Course with this month's trivia question.
Hi, I'm Lance Corporal Aaron McKnight, standing outside the Corporal's Course on Camp Pendleton with this month's trivia question.
Who was the first Marine to receive the Medal of Honor? Was it A, Sergeant Pinkerton R. Vaughn, B, Corporal John Shivers, C, Private Gomer Pyle, or D, Corporal John Mackey? We'll have the answer after the break, so stay tuned to Marines TV Pendleton.
When the signs of suicide show up, so should you.